Okay, so something I've gone into recently is playing basketball. I'm not the best, and I don't know too much about the rules. I still commit a lot of fouls, but I can hit my threes and a few layups. It's pretty cool. I do know a little bit about like the double doubles, scoring double digits in points, getting double digits in assists, rebounds, and a few other things that I forget about. Those are the three ones I know of mostly. Um, but obviously, to get a double double, you have to get at least two of a certain few ones. I might be mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Correct me if I'm not. Again, like I said, barely got into basketball. I knew what it was. Who kind of doesn't? I just never really played it before. Just during right now, it's pretty hot outside, so I've just been using a rec center. Gone with a few friends, played basketball. It's pretty fun. But yeah, so one way to show it off in a way here is by using kind of like boolean logic. If like using and or and not. So first off, I already started right here with point, saying, okay, my input, I want it to be an integer up there. So just to see how many points I got. So one thing I can say is, say, if point greater than or equal to 10, then I wanted to ask, I'd say rebounds input, and then I want to be like, did you get any rebounds? Question mark, boom. Let's say if rebounds, let's say if not rebounds is equal to no, then I want to say number rebounds. So let's say how many. So what I would do is say number rebounds int input how many did you get? Question mark. Boom. Okay, what I'm basically saying by using not is saying, okay, if rebounds is equal to anything that isn't no. If I didn't have not, I just say if rebounds is equal to no, do this. But by saying not, I'm gonna saying if rebounds is equal to anything but no, I want you to do this. Kind of specifying, all right, do the opposite of if it's not equal to no. So if it's equal to yes, if it's equal to of course, if it's equal to absolutely, whatever you want, as long as it's not equal to no, as long as rebounds is not equal to no, do this second part, ask how many did you get. Okay, so it's gonna calculate that. Now I'm gonna ask, let's say number of rebounds, boom. Let's say assist input. Did you any assist? An example like that. And then again, if not assist equal to no. I could also do if assist is equal to yes, but if I can want to say yes, absolutely, of course, anything like that, that's why I'm using not no. Just saying if it's anything but no, do this. So it's I say number assists, just saying number of assists is equal to int input how many did you get? Question mark. Simple. And now after I've done that, I can say if number assists is greater than or equal to 10 and number rebounds is greater than equal to 10, then I want you to execute this bottom part. Print you got a double. Boom. We're all happy. Now let's say over here, if points is less than 10, let's say else print f, then boom, and then points. Just saying this was like, let's say if anything else isn't too bad. Okay, we've done a lot of coding. I haven't talked a lot, but now I'm gonna go through it. So I'm just doing embedded if statements saying if this is true, do this. If this is, I get not true, do this. If this is not true, do this, blah, blah. And each time I'm indenting saying, okay, this is not true. Okay, good. Do this now. Now check this statement. If this is not true, okay, now do this. Now do this, so forth. But however, by using and here in this part, I'm just saying if number of assists is greater than 10 and number of rebounds is greater than 10, I want you to do this. If one of those is not greater than 10, it's not going to print out this statement. It's going to either check another statement that I asked it for or just not return anything. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go down here. Boom. How many points did you score? I'm going to say 13. It's greater than 10. So we pass that initial first statement. Now it's going to say, did you get any rebounds? Let's say, of course. As long as it's not equal to no, it's going to keep going. Now it's going to ask, how many rebounds did I get? Let's say I got 12 rebounds. Boom. Did you get any assists? Maybe. Just messing around with it. Maybe. All right. Maybe is not equal to no. So we're good there. So how many assists did I get? Let's say I got 9. 9. I fell short. Nothing happens. Obviously, I didn't tell it what to do if it was assists or rebounds were less than 9, less than 10. So it's going to give us nothing. If I had put 10, both of those statements would have been true. So it would have gone us, you got a double-double. But like I said, with and, all the statements that you have in between, like in this case, number of assists and number of rebounds have to be true in order to print that last statement. If they're not true, we don't have to, if they're not true, it's not going to do whatever you want to. And it doesn't just have to be 2 statements. It can be 1, 2, 3, how many you want. But the more you check, the more likely it's not going to work. Or there might be like a few errors if you have a lot of statements using a bunch of ands. So what I can do though is go down here and give it another statement. So I can elif number, let's say not bundler, number assist less than is not greater than less than 10 or so I can do number of assists is less than 10 and number of rebounds is greater than or equal to 10 or number of assists greater than or equal to 10 and number rebounds less than 10. That's a lot of code. So what I can do is do that and do this. Going all over here. Okay, so what I basically am asking it here is to check, okay, number of assists less than 10 and number of rebounds is greater than or equal to 10. So if that one is false, it's going to say, okay, this whole thing is false. Or if this whole thing is false, it's also false. Number of assists is greater than or equal to 10. Maybe it might be, but rebounds are going to be less than 10. So using that or, either by using or, it says, okay, if either this is true or this is true, then do whatever you want it to do. So like, obviously, in that first case where I said, how many assists did you get? I got 9. It would have been, okay, this is true because 9 is less than 10. But rebounds are greater than 10. So what I'm going to tell it to do is, we'll go down here. Actually, yeah, let's see. Okay, let's go print you print. Something simple. Okay, so now when we run it, so task reps, rebounds. Oh, that's why. There you go. Boom. Okay, how many points did you score? 13. Did you get any rebounds? Of course. How many did you get? 14. Did you get any assists? Yes. How many did you get? 4. You didn't get a double-double. Like I said, since I got less than right here, less than 10 assists, I only got 4. And number of rebounds was greater than 10. Or number of assists was greater than 10 and rebounds was less than 10. However, this statement was true. I did get a lot of rebounds, but I didn't get over 10 assists. Basically saying, okay, that's true. So let's run that bottom part. You didn't get a double-double. However, if I had done the opposite, maybe my rebounds was 4 and my assist was 14, this would have been false because my number of assists would have been greater. So I would have checked this part and said, okay, number of assists was greater than 10 and number of rebounds was less than 10. So this is true. So as long in an OR statement, as long as one of the statements you put is true, you're set. You're all good. Whatever you wanted to run underneath that checking of OR statements is going to go for it. This is a bit complex. I included an and inside of the parentheses. You can do that. You can check if 2 statements are true and then compare it to other 2 statements with an or you can just do a simple statement. I could have done if number of assists is less than 10 or number of rebounds is less than 10, and it would have also worked. I just wanted to show you guys how it can get a bit complex. But yeah, Boolean logic, kind of simple, showed you guys the nots, and got a bit more complex with here, the ands and ors. But yeah, it's pretty simple. None too bad here. I went a little hectic, showed you guys a bit too much. Maybe you won't need as much, but I just wanted to show you how complex it can be, just so that later on, if you encounter more, it's not too scary. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck with the problems. Take it easy.